Hey there, welcome back to What the Flick. Christy and Alonso and Ben and Matt. We are here. We've got some trailers for you, starting with sort of a funky horror comedy from A24 called Slice.
It all started when the werewolf came back to town.
A pizza delivery boy was murdered while making a routine delivery.
Kingfisher Chronicle. Can I ask you a few questions?
Find the wolf, you'll find your killer.
Deny ghost involvement in the killing of Sean Hammerschmidt.
Looks like I'm going on a wolf hunt tonight.
What the f does that have to do with pizza?
Your pizza place is a gateway to hell.
Wait, so you're telling me that my pizza place is built on a gateway to hell?
I've been saying that.
What?
This is a really fun cast, as you see. Paul Scheer, Zazie Beetz. This is Chance the Rapper's film debut. And Steve from Stranger Things, Joe Keery.
This trailer's trying a little too hard.
You think so?
Yeah, but again, this is why I don't like much trailers, because it's a comedy.
We make you
they're
do
trying
that.
to sell it as a comedy, and so maybe they're just like, I hope that the timing of the jokes in the movie is better than the way it's presented in the trailer.
You know, I had a conversation yesterday about promos for TCM and about what I object to about our promos, but it's really what I object to about every promo is that no matter, you try to say something smart, and it doesn't matter because it's a promo, you get reduced to, Judy Garland was an icon. Right? Right? They just take whatever. Right, they find the 3-second thing you said that's really pedestrian, really ordinary, and the trailers, you know, trailers inevitably fall into that same issue. They're the same thing. They're trying to sell something.
And also those kind of Stranger Things-y with like the synthy score and the bad clothes. Anyway, that comes out sometime 2018, we don't know when.
Oh yeah, it's a definite Stranger Thing that's trying to seize upon it.
Yes, so we will keep track of that. We also have a trailer for Outlaw King with Chris Pine, which is going to debut at Toronto. Take a look.
Robert the Bruce is an outlaw. Any man or woman who would give shelter to him or his ranks is to be executed without trial.
The people are desperate for justice.
I serve Robert Bruce. Join us to free our land.
I have 50 men to fight the strongest dog in the world. This is how we do it. Take the land back, castle by castle. We could fight for God, for country.
King of the North. Those people have seen Game of Thrones, Matt. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they might have.
I bet they saw Braveheart too.
Yeah, they might have
This
seen
is
Braveheart.
basically not exactly the sequel, but this is Robert the Bruce is the Angus McFadden character that we see in Braveheart, who's like the, you know, with the possibly leprotic father that's giving him advice, that's like the nobleman that is and isn't really helping William Wallace. Right. So this is set after Braveheart. And it's the next step in the war to make Scotland independent.
But it's not. But it's definitely Game of Thrones that is selling it and motivating it and pushing it forward.
Everybody in this movie looks cold and miserable.
That's right. Well, you should check out Game of Thrones.
What are they fighting over?
They're the one heater, apparently.
But I'm a little surprised that we have that. Just seeing that instantly made me think of why haven't there been? And there've been some. I guess that's why King Arthur happens. But why haven't there been 15 Game of Thrones knockoffs? The way the pizza movie is a stranger. Like
well, it's a lot cheaper to knock off Stranger Things than
exactly. Getting a bunch of people in the cold to fight medieval-style battles, you think that's cheap?
But you can't. But that's right. I'm sure it's money.
I'm kind of fascinated by this, though. I'm sorry, because this is from David Mackenzie, who directed Hell or High Water, a movie we all love.
Best movie
which
of
was
year that was.
It was great. It was on my top 10 list, which was very intimate and very small scale. And now he's doing something just absolutely giant. Also, Chris Pine was in that film. But this is kind of like what they did with Mudbound last year, which is it's a Netflix film. It's going to play on Netflix, but it's going to premiere in theaters like right smack in the middle of award season.
I totally see this director going to this project, though. It's just another drama about real estate.
It's good, and it's Scottish. He's Scottish, so that's November 9th that comes out.
It is anamorphic enough that Netflix is going to have to black bar it. So yeah, I think here it's a camera. I would think you'd want to see it in theaters probably.
You know, you take a director who's directed mostly small movies and have him direct a big grand epic like that. It always works out. It did for Joe Mankiewicz with Cleopatra.
Anyway,
the John Carter
Tell
guy.
the truth.
Yeah.
we will
Tell the truth first.
But they must have some aspirations for it because it's going to premiere in Toronto, right?
Yes.
So we will keep an eye out for that.
Good.
We have a trailer finally for you for Night School, starring Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart. Take a look.
This suit you got on is dumb as hell.
I am where I'm supposed to be.
At a fast food joint next to a strip club.
If I stand in the right spot, I can smell cocoa butter and fried chicken at the same time.
Take this suit off. You gonna take this test. You trying to get your GED?
Yes.
You can get out my way, bitch. Baba. You ready to get started?
I'm not playing with you.
What's the capital of Belgium?
Waffles?
What? That is not the answer.
Oh,
Get back here.
you got to force my hand.
Water is comprised of
Rain.
focus.
It's a gas.
There's a fart joke that comes after that if you'd seen the whole rest of the trailer.
I've now seen that 3 times.
We saw it before Crazy Rich Asians.
We saw it before Crazy Rich Asians. I saw it with my wife before Black Klansman.
Okay.
And now I've seen it here.
I saw a different version of that trailer before both of those movies.
We did it on the show like a couple months ago.
Yeah, but I think the long trailer makes that look fun.
Okay.
Like, I think that movie looks like there's a good chance that that's going to be a good time at the theater.
I'd be a little more worried about this trailer about this movie because I would be worried about Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish like trying to one-up each other. But having seen, I thought Kevin Hart did a good job taking a backseat a little bit in Central Intelligence. And he lets The Rock be the goofy one and play a little bit of the straight man, and I think that's what we're going to get here. I hope, because I think that could be really fun.
Because they both do have kind of like an insane energy about their comedy.
Yeah,
and unpredictability about their comedy.
They're the kind of comics you would normally pair with somebody calmer.
Right.
So to have the two of them is going to be,
but if Haddish is looking like she's playing something a little bit calmer in The Oath. Like she might be the more reasonable one to Ike Barinholtz in The Oath.
Oh, right.
True,
So,
yeah. But then she's also in Nobody's Fool, the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, right.
I'm excited about more Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
Yeah. They're both, when they're on, they are both enormously watchable.
This is directed by Malcolm D. Lee, who also directed her in Girls Trip and did Best Man and Best Man
Holiday.
There you go. And there's going to be a Best Man wedding too. And he did a barbershop here or there.
Isn't there always a best man wedding?
No.
Isn't that where best man comes
But
from?
maybe there's like a whole nother wedding. Maybe somebody else gets married and they all
would have
show
to,
up for
I
that
guess.
too.
All right, fine.
So Night School comes
Tyler
out.
Perry's doing a movie called Nobody's Fool.
Yes. Tyler Perry's
The original
Nobody's Fool.
Not because the Robert Benton one or the one with Roseanne Arquette and Eric Roberts. So even Robert Benton didn't get there first.
Is that right?
It is not a remake of anything, I don't think.
It's just a snappy title that you can't copyright.
Most underrated Paul Newman movie.
Agreed.
That Nobody's Fool. Yeah.
And a Christmas movie.
Right.
So we're looking forward to all those things. And Tiffany Haddish is everywhere. She went to my high school, by the way.
Get out.
She did. El Camino Real High School in Woodland Hills,
Do you guys
California.
graduate together?
No. She's just a couple years behind me.
Yeah. She was a freshman when you were a senior. That's right.
Yeah. No, but I guess she had kind of a horrible upbringing, and but she ended up being.
Look at her now.
Yeah, she went to El Camino. We all turned out fine. So we'll keep an eye out for what did we do? We did Slice on somewhere in the end of this year that's going to come out, and Outlaw King in November and on Netflix, and Night School, which comes out next month. We will review all these films for you.